Well, hello everybody, my name is Heston. Welcome back to the King Spoon Empire, where today we are playing some more Screwed already on City Skylines. And boy, oh boy, got lots of problems. I don't really have a main goal today, just expand, expand, expand. Oh, I forgot about this. So I was doing some stuff off camera, got tired of it, so I just went nope and stopped. So this is going to be our lower income residential. So I want no high density. Ooh, I want no high density going in here. For a very long time. Another thing I'm doing, this is it. I think that everyone deserves to live home, and not just. I don't want a city just to be for those, you know, who come over here and go, hey, look, this is nice. People who just go, I just need a home. I want to move in here because there's a few parks nearby. You know, just there's not enough workers in any of these buildings, so I'm just gonna demolish them all. Because literally nearly all of them are complaining. Now when there's heaps of playing things going on with me, and it's probably not the most efficient, but I just get rid of them. Because that's what's the problem. Okay. So then I'm just trying to make a cool looking grid. So then it's gonna stop. It's gonna come over here. There's a small demand down the bottom right, the RCI meter for. I'll make this a park. Is a big demand for. What's it called? Commercial, that's it. So now I want to quickly just fill up these big old lanes just with fully not commercial. Sorry, I'll make these all commercial. Then I want to go there as well, and even more. I'm just gonna go select, and then that way I can just go to the bottom of here. Oh no! It's a very tall building, it's on fire. I've got everything over here, but over here I want to have also child care and elder care just here. Might seem a bit weird, but then, you know, that way for some people, you know, children want to go see their grandparents afterwards. So I think that'll be a decent spot for that. Now I have an older looking medical clinic here, and that's just for this. That's just for the sake of aesthetics. And then over here to education, and then elementary school. Want that quite central. I only really need one. Then I'll also have the high school. I'm not having a university over here. Public library. These guys don't get a public library. Sounds a bit odd, but they just don't. At some point I'm going to need a prison. But at the moment, actually looking at that, the jail's availability, I might just put them down this road. You know, it's not meant to be, you know, a nice place for to come down this dirt road into this big soulless place. And I'll do the firehouse, so I'll make an older looking firehouse just across the, just next to here. I'll actually want to do another one there. Oh, those are just 2 fire stations. Oh, they were. No, I don't want 2 fire stations. I want 2 firehouses. And that'll cover most of the area. Also want a firehouse over here. And there's not much coverage over here. What about police over here? What about police as well? Typical me. But a police headquarters. Did I put health here? No, didn't think so. Put it there. No, it's not the most beautiful spot, but I don't really care, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so now I want to make this park area once I have done all the utilities. So I'm going to bring all the pipelines up through the roads, they usually do, because that's just the, you know, most reasonable thing to do to keep them from getting too messy. Thank you, game. Actually made mine and your life harder. Damn, I was hoping I would do that one T-pipe through there, but turns out I can't. Just do that though. Bring another pipe down here. Another pipe down there. And another pipe down here. There we go, so got water through there. Abandoned buildings all throughout here. But that will be no longer an issue once I get all this up and running. Now here I want to put a metro. And I'm going to take it right up here. Looking at where my other routes are. I can see where my other routes are. Make sure to make this a curve. Big rounded curve. And into this station. It's not the most prettiest, but I'll never see it. So I just want to create a new line from here to there, back to there again. I'll put a few taxi stops around here. Put one just dotted around the city. Trying not to say here or there again, because I just realised I'm saying it a lot. A couple double ones there. I said it again, jeez. And last one. There's another bus which just circles around. Want one that stops next to here, next to the subway and metro station. I'll put a couple more roads. Yes, more roads. More and more roads. I don't really care about these being square at all. This is not my main priority. I'm gonna have a couple which don't really match up. Actually, I've got an idea. So I'm gonna actually de-zone half of these, and that way I don't get these huge houses. De-zone that entire section. De-zone that entire section. So I'm just gonna, in every single one of these, I'm just gonna make it that way the houses are a bit smaller. And I'll probably put some trees behind it. Don't really know which ones yet. We'll figure it out. And along this street, I sort of want to be some bigger houses. Just, you know, still for those who are lower income, but those who aren't as low income. I want some really small houses down this street. Maybe not that small. Maybe keep them at that. Yeah, maybe not that small. I don't think people want to be having to live in sugar cubes for the rest of their lives. And I sort of want to break it up a little. So I might just randomly add a space where there is just a little gap. I imagine it'll be spaces which are not developed yet, spaces which are sort of little fields that are part of another property, or there would be little areas that the council may have just left for little areas for children to hang out in. Just put a bit of commercial here and there. Just filling out some of those gaps. Yeah. Okay, so now I want trees. Maybe these small beaches. Actually, now I'll wait till the houses are developed. Okay, but now time to work on this park area in here. I just believe, no, I haven't not zoned it, which is good. So I'm gonna get some paths. preferably just gravel paths, which will start here, sort of come out on a straight. Then want to go sort of meander around. And there we go. I don't mind that sort of weird connection there. Just another alternative route. Sort of dead end path, which I might edit something at the end of. There we go. Right, a skeleton for our place that starts with a P. Yes, you got it. Park. Just want a few entrances, and that way it sort of just allows more people traffic, as I like to call it. Okay, so I want a few flower trees around here. Might just have some around this sort of area, and I'll put a couple of statues or something in it. I want to cover these gaps, that way it doesn't feel like, you know, a place which you can't go in. It's been boarded off by these trees. So I just want to have these flower trees dot around the sort of circular area. There, done. So now, I'm going to put sort of a dotted bamboo here and there. We'll have like another little playground here. So you're going to hear and there a lot in this episode. Couple of small bushes around this little taxi area. Just because I know I won't be zoning this, so I can feel sort of safe doing that. Might have a statue somewhere around there. Yes, these trees are a lot bigger than the flower trees. I am certainly aware of that, but I did that on purpose because then it sort of feels like the space is more open, should I say. Doesn't feel like you're graved in this big tombstone of trees almost. And now it's just also just a bit more sunny because it is meant to be a park. Might leave another open area there. Just keep going around. Should probably actually be looking at my spacing. There, perfect. So there is all that. That's what I want to add. These different trees dotted around here and there. to make it feel more natural. It's a big tree. No, I don't want you in there. You here. Right, a couple of oaks. I know they're the more abundant tree in this biome, and they also match the road trees. I believe that these are just the tree with leaves. And it just makes this place feel more natural. I can delete some of this later if I really need to. Some of these elder trees. Yeah, that's the stuff. The tight park. That's good. So I want it to be this type of place where you just come and you relax, or you take kids here. So down here I want a couple of slide complexes. A couple of seesaws at each. So no, I used to love seesaws when I was younger. Don't want any of that high level shenanigans. What's that? Let's say be a garden bench. And have this big fountain in the middle. Don't think I'll need a gazebo. Put a couple of bins. So this is a place where people would eat and gather. Here we go, I think that's nice. I could have spun it the other way, but I just made that hard for myself. Now I'll put some bins through the park. Now people don't just dump their trash on the ground, because that would be a big problem. Oh god. They started going down there. Especially one next to this taxi stand. Jesus, area is definitely quite dense. Over here, I spawned a couple of small fountains. I just want a couple of these high level benches. This should be your more relaxed area. just be seen near the bamboo. So I think that is that. I might put a couple of street lamps just around these types of areas. And these street lamps will help illuminate the area when it's night. I doubt there'll be much kids going around here at night. Just a couple of these paths, I'll put a couple lights around, and that way it will just lead you around. It won't necessarily make the path fully illuminated, but it sort of just guides you. Here we go. Coming to an end over here. Now I think that is this park done. I don't know, basketball court around here. Skate park. So you want the Statue of Wealth somewhere where it would A, fit, and B, would make sense. It'd be right here. Yeah, that makes sense. So makes it look, the terrain look ugly, but doesn't necessarily matter. Now at some point I do want to make a little, once I get big enough, that's what she said. Just leave me alone, I had to. But I want to make a little government area once I get enough unique buildings. Once I get higher density, I will put it down. Now I might actually stadium here, because eventually I'd want to make a more higher density area, not next to the Sunset District, but close. Also to come around to this district over here. Pardon me. Got all this, got the Shipix launch site, Panda Sanctuary, Oriental Pearl Tower, Temple Complex. That's about it. I think we are ready to let it simulate. Now, yeah, there's not much else is going up yet. There's a few, but not many. There's not going to be above him at the back of here. I'm going to build this and connect it to here. Still a lot of abandoned buildings here and a lot of not enough worker complaints. Look at that, one of our first houses. Actually, no, I need to district it now. And this will be the Fawn district. Okay, and look at your policies. Still want all of that. Here, I'm gonna put off the smoking ban. I do not want high-tech housing. I do encourage biking. And yep, all that. So I do not want high-tech housing in this area at all. So you go right. So here we go, we've got the Fawn District, Sunset District, Cypress Hills, Valley Square, Anchor Hills, and I'm actually going to make this park an entirely different name. Thornton Park. Just around it, yep. Now with this, sort of want to envelop it. So the entirety of the park will now be some sort of area. Oh, no, I don't want that. We've got a Cypress Square. Don't want to get sort of smooth this out a bit. It doesn't necessarily hugely matter, but it does a little bit. I don't need it all the way up in here. At Thornton Park. There we go. All done. Well, thank you for watching. Sorry if it was a bit boring, but you know, you get to see me develop the town of Screwed already. In next episode, I'll probably try and focus on trying to get this issue all solved. But in the meanwhile, I shall see you next time. And bye. Once I get this ready. Yep, there we go. We developed this today. Thanks for watching again, and toodles!